Good afternoon. It is Sunday at 8 o'clock, and when you look at that, it's got still some light out there. We're not officially dark yet, so that's pretty cool. Sanctioned tournaments have officially started in my area, so we can finally officially say disc golf season is finally here in Western New York. It's been a long off season, but finally we are here. The weather's starting to get good. Tournaments are happening. This is a great time. As always, this episode is brought to you by Backbone USA, a disc golf company located out in Spencerport, New York. Taking care of all your disc golf needs with great customer service. Tonight's episode, we'll be talking to Mike, who's the owner or part owner. I think he's still owner of. We'll get more into that of the company, and so let's bring him in, and we will see. Okay. So all he has to do is hit the accept button, and then he should be popping in. Here he is.
Hello.
Hey, Mike. How's it going?
Good. Just waking up.
Oh, perfect timing. So we'll get things started. So how did you get into disc golf? Like what brought you towards the sport, and what got you hooked into it?
2015, my friend Terry brought a couple of us out disc golfing, and I fell in love with it pretty much right there. And just started playing ever since then.
Nice. That sounds like a good time. So, like, your first time out were you like throwing the disc kind of like a frisbee, kind of like figuring it out as you went, or did you kind of have some general idea of how to throw a disc and understand the game?
I had a general idea of how to throw it. I've just been athletic, so it's kind of went pretty natural. It was just switching arms was the difference. Because I'm right-handed but left-eye dominant, so I had to, in the military and everything, I had to shoot everything left-handed, everything. So I started throwing left, and then my right hand was the power. So touch shots, like a couple hundred in, left-handed, anything farther, right-handed.
That's actually very unique. I've never heard that before.
It was very unusual. And first time going out, oh yeah, they were going up 100 feet in the air, coming down, Yeah,
I remember those days.
I still have those occasionally.
Oh yeah, don't we all? Like this past weekend, I went to go for an easy forehand, which is normal for me, and I just do it 10 feet into the ground, like 10 feet out, and just went right into the ground. I was like, oh, okay. So we still have those moments.
Oh yeah.
So, what kind of made you decide that I want to open up a disc golf store? And then where did you come up with the name for your store?
So, like 3 years ago, after, when I was in the Army, I got out of the Army in 2005. So, with my ailments and everything, I was became an alcoholic. So, I stopped drinking almost 3 years ago now.
Congratulations.
And, thank you. And I was like, well, what do I want to do now? And I'm like, screw it. I like disc golf. I'll devote my life to that now and help out other veterans too. So that's why I decided to do that. And it just happened to coincide with the AFDO coming out the same year. And there was a nice place in Spencerport that was for rent. I'm like, all right, I guess it's time. And the name Backbone comes from the military. The Backbone is the non-commissioned officers of the military. They're the backbone of the military.
Okay.
But there was a lot of other names. It took me months to come up with a name, and I'm like, all right, that one works.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool and kind of pretty hardcore too, if you think about it. I like it.
Everyone seems to like it, so it works.
Yeah. A couple weeks ago, you did your doubles tournament. So how did that go? I've been hearing great things from it. People are still talking about it, saying it ran really well. It was a great course. The whole day was fun.
Yeah, so that was the Veterans for Vets at Big Guys Campground in Brockport. There was 118 people, and people were skeptical, like it's going to run slow, and I'm like, it'll run smoothly, and it did. There was some backups, a couple of eightsomes, but I knew the second round, with being an alternate shot, would have picked up the time real quick, and it did. And we were done by 5:30. We were out after dinner and all that stuff, and I believe we raised close to $7,000 for the War and Terror Memorial in Highland Park. So
That's pretty cool. Can you speak a little bit more on that memorial and what it means to you and what the money like what got you into fundraising for it?
So in my career, I've had a lot of fallen brothers from the military and stuff, and I just thought this was a great way. They were memorizing with all the other wars, and I'm like, I'll do this since they need to get some funding for just to keep the upkeep of it and everything.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I also want to thank you for your service because I come from like a family who served like recently. Last couple of years, my cousin retired from the Marines, so it's always a special place in my heart to talk to veterans and always thank them for their service.
Thank you. Yep, try our best. Now we're just now veterans are just grumpy and we don't care anymore.
Yeah. So your point series, round one of your point series is coming up, and I've been looking into it, and I think it's a really cool concept how you have it all over the place, like different areas for each round. Can you talk a little bit more, give more detail about your point series, how it runs, how it works?
So last year I tried a point series. I wanted to try unsanctioned, and that was just in the Greater Rochester area. And some people liked the unsanctioned. I thought the amateurs liked it for the cash payouts, but apparently I was wrong. So made that one, finished making that one sanctioned. So I decided just let's see what happens if I do it in different regions now. And so far we're at the first one's at Greek Peak down there by Binghamton. That's next Saturday. And then Central Park, Schenectady, Royalton, Parma, and Sullivan in Syracuse. And then I planned on having the championship, if it goes well, in the different regions every year. So it changes. And they're just C tiers, anyone can get in. And then it's just points. I base it off of the Western New York Point Series, pretty much. Because that one's been running for a while now, and it's really good and stuff. So I just figured make it a little bit, spread it out more, see what happens.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like the Western New York Point Series is a big thing around here. Like everyone just comes out for it. It's always great. It's addicting. And then it finally, like our final is finally at like a bomber course, Bond. So that's pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of Royalton's hard. Like I never play good there. The gaps you have to hit are insane. So, what other tournaments do you have planned for this year? Because I ran into you last year at the one at the golf course towards the end of the season. That was phenomenal. Like I had so much fun at that one. So what other things do you have planned for this season?
So I'll be running another excuse me, another dynamic disc trilogy challenge and MVP circuit challenge in the same day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon at Big Guys, which will be doubles or singles if you wanted to play it. Then, of course, I'll do another space race in September sometime, and then the Backbone Veteran Open will be at Buttonwood again this year, and that'll be in October, and that will be another B tier.
Cool. I like that it's a B tier. Extra points for getting those getting the points up for the Worlds next year.
Yep. And then It's going to be a little rougher though, because I'm actually going to take the white yarn and there's going to be the perimeter is going to be OB now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
and
like
then
that.
the layout will be the same for the AMs and pros. Just the pars will change.
Okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that was a blast last year. Even though I didn't do good at it, I still had a blast. It was a pretty cool
Yeah, it's real
concept using
fun,
a golf course. Yeah, that's really cool. So, are you guys like? Is there a big hype about Worlds coming to like Buffalo out there? Or are you guys kind of like not really talking about it? Like, what's the vibe of Worlds for
Oh,
next year?
people are definitely talking about it. Stuff. Too bad it's just for MA1s and FA1s, but it's going to be a lot to see other amateurs from around the world coming to Buffalo. I mean, got great courses out there and everything. It'll be a fun event, definitely.
Yeah. Now, I think I think I've heard this right that if you have enough points, if you're like MA3 or MA2, you could possibly qualify. If not enough MA1 people fill up the roster for Worlds, I'm not totally sure, but I think I've heard that. So I'm not sure if you would know more.
It goes based on your points in MA1, and then it's just the registration status, however low it goes. So it just keeps on going down by points and points. That's how that works. So
Okay, that's pretty cool. So even if you're not MA1 guys, keep putting in the work and get those points just in case.
yeah, you need a lot of points.
Yeah,
But you play in some A tiers and stuff, and like if you play like D Glow or something, you're gonna get hundreds of points right there.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. There's a lot of B tiers popping up over around in Western New York, like around here, and then I think out in Rochester as well, like AFDO.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be doing that one. AFDO, once that opens up, I'll sign up for that one
Yeah.
because that one's
Just between Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse, there's a couple A tiers, multiple B tiers, and a plethora of C tiers.
yeah. So that's going to be pretty cool. So, what's your favorite course out there by you?
I'd say Parma. I love the new layout, and it works everything because you can play. There's so many layouts and stuff. And it's 4 miles from my store.
Oh, that's perfect. I know it was that close.
Yeah, it's great. And then Big Guys is just really fun to play. And of course, I like Child Eye. Shadow Pines, I love.
Yeah.
I love Shadow Pines.
Yeah, I've played Parma before they redid, and then I've played Chilai and Shadow Pines the last 2 years. Love them. Chilai is my favorite just because you have to position your shots, and it's very tight OB. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's definitely over the years the trees and everything, of course, they all grown in now. It's definitely made it a lot harder.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. So, can you describe kind of like roughly what the Parma layout is kind of like? Is it tight woods? Is it wide open, tight OB? Because I can vaguely remember, but I don't fully remember.
There's a 18's an island hole, which you have to pretty much. It's all in the woods, except for a couple holes where you can get out there and bomb it. But a lot of it's, they're reasonable gaps to hit. Some are a lot harder than others, of course. And then the new layout with the one was seven, or I'm going back to the old layout here. I think it's 7 now, where it's long and then it drops down, and then you got the creek behind it. So that one is a really interesting hole. I love that one a lot, especially when there's OB left, right, and long.
Yeah, that sounds like an awesome hole.
but I like it because I can throw my rollers on a lot of the holes. I can you it. You can use every shot in your book on that course.
That's perfect.
And it,
I love courses like that.
yeah, it kind of makes you, which is very nice.
Yeah. So, now to jump off that rabbit hole. Sorry. So what's like going on at the shop? What's new? What's happening? What you got cooking over there?
So I'm in the process of selling 40% of the company right now. I'll have a partner in, and then we're going to tentatively that deal should be finalized this week, and then I'll be closing for a couple weeks, remodeling, bringing in new brands, and then but I'm also going to make it so it's disc golf and veteran products will be sold at the store too, and then I'll get a refrigerator in there so I can do the Powerade, the sport drink, so you can just stop in or stop after, or just shop right at Backbone if you're going to Parma and stuff. Yeah, it's so I'll be definitely receiving no phone calls or answering any within a month, doing all this work and everything to the store, and then plan on having like a re-grand opening first week of May.
That'll be pretty cool. That's like perfect timing too for disc golf season.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to all the work, but yeah.
Yeah, it'll definitely be worth it though.
Yeah. Yeah, the website will be fully loaded, and then we're going to actually I'll be taking pictures of all the tops of the discs and stuff, so people will know what they're getting. And then I'm also going to put a scaled weight next to the weight it was embossed with on the website.
Perfect. That'll be pretty nice.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be nice.
Yeah. So do you guys are you going to put in like a throwing net or like an area so you can use like tech discs, so when a customer comes in they can kind of get not pushed towards a certain disc but guided towards what disc would work best for them?
So right now I do have a room for a tech disc, but people really weren't using it. Not many people. So it just became empty waste. So that is one of the. We're actually removing that room because so I can add the more products and stuff. But if I let people try this, because there's behind me and across in the parking lot, there's a couple of soccer fields and stuff. So if they leave their license with me, they can try out the discs right from there.
Now that is pretty cool.
Yep.
I like that idea.
Yeah, so because you want to know what you're going to throw or what not.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the idea because then you really are like 100% sure of what you're getting. Yep. I like that. So that's a pretty cool feature.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it sounds like you got a lot going on over there. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the new chapter of Backbone. Definitely.
Yeah. Can you also talk about like the team? Like, is it like how did you kind of come up with the idea of having like what kind of team you wanted? Like, because I see a lot of veterans on the team, which is really cool. So you want to speak on that a little bit? How you kind of decide the team aspect and what kind of drew you to even doing a team?
Kind of like I saw all the other stores do teams and stuff, and I played a lot of team sports and everything, and some people, like some of the veterans, they probably would rather be on the team maybe to start learning first or something like that. So I pretty much accept all veterans to a point of how many I can accept, and then of course I wanted some amateurs and some pros, make it a couple different teams. But it's we'll see how it goes for next year because now we'll have a business partner, so it's going to change stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and you do have a person on tour, on the pro tour, signed on a team, correct?
Yeah, yeah. I have Emerson Keith. Yeah, so he's out there doing his stuff, which is pretty cool. And then yeah, he's got a couple other sponsors. And I was like, well, I'll see if I can get some backbone stuff. It'll kick off once the website gets fully operational and loaded, and then it's game time.
Heck yeah, when I seen that post, I was like, oh my god, there's a pro? Like, that is awesome.
Yeah, I met Emerson at the MVP Open when I caddied for Rob Burridge,
Oh,
and I'm
that's
like,
pretty cool.
Emerson's great because he's my height. We're short dudes, and he can bomb. I can't, but I'm like, so I'm like, I'm living through you right now, all right? So, yeah, and we just had fun. That whole card was fun because it was Robert Burridge, Emerson Keith, Luke Humphreys, and Bradley Williams. So that card was fun for the at caddying and listen to their conversations, the way they like look at their lines and stuff. I'm just like, I was truly amazed.
Yeah. That had been so cool. I would have been asking like a million questions. They would have been so annoyed with me.
Oh no, just kept quiet because I met Burge before, so that was fun.
Yeah.
And definitely, and he mistaked me. He walked. I turned my back to him so he can grab a disc, and he walks right by me. He's like, "I thought you were Emerson." He turns around. He's like,
That's hilarious.
"Oh, the jokes were going left and right from between Emerson and Bradley, and then it was great."
Yeah. I like watching Luke Humphreys like throw. His throwing style is very unique.
Yeah, he is fun. Yeah, I met his parents. Great family. Yeah, and I like what Luke's doing with the GoPro, the GP GoPro stuff now.
Yeah.
Which is really common. Kind of like the live golf now, if you want to call it, or something. But
yeah.
I like how it's looking. I really do.
Yeah, like all of his stuff is up on YouTube, and like the tour that he's putting together is pretty cool. I also like that they're going to go to what is it, Eagles Landing, I think it's called, in a couple weeks. Yeah, I'm surprised that course isn't like a pro tour stop, like for the actual pro tour, because that course is phenomenal.
Yeah, I don't know. Depends on. That's up to the tour, you know.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool that his tour will definitely use it, so that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Because if I'm not mistaken, doesn't he own it, Eagles Crossing, or part owner or something?
He might be. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I just
it's definitely a destination course.
Yeah, I definitely know that course looks phenomenal. Every time it's on the skins, because I've used it for years for skins.
Yeah, I love watching tour skins. I really do.
I kind of wish that we had like skin matches happening like around here. Like I think that would be kind of fun.
It would definitely be cool. I definitely like, because we got Ryan Pittanero out here. We do match play Mondays, which is nice. I like the match play system. I really do like that.
So I don't know what match play system is. Can you explain that? Because like I'm still kind of like a newbie, so I'm kind of not really sure what match play actually is.
So match play is just like skins. Same principle. If you guys both shoot a 3 on the hole, no one gets a point. And the next hole, say I get a 4 and you get a 3, you'll get a point. And whoever has the most points at the end wins that.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. Huh. Maybe I'll have to travel out there for one of these Mondays.
Yeah, match play is definitely, it's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you run any leagues during the week, or like is there like, or do you have other people running leagues?
Last year I ran a league, Thursday doubles at Big Guys. This year I'm not going to run a league because I just don't have time anymore at all. I just have too much other stuff on my plate. because I'm already looking forward to getting stuff done for next year.
That's
how far ahead I think.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Got it.
because you might be in surprise for what will happen for a tournament next year.
Ooh, now you got me intrigued.
Yeah, but that's only a couple people know about what might happen. So
Okay.
yeah.
I like challenging tournaments and big stuff.
Oh, it's not going to be just a tournament. It'll be a full-on week event.
Ooh, now I'm definitely intrigued.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And then the last question: do you know if your team's going to be doing any team battles this year against any other teams? Because I know Bradford likes doing team battles here and there.
Yep. I got to talk to Bradford again because I know they do. You also got the Can-Am Cup in August. Last year I sent a team down there. It was a fun time. Yeah. When I talk to Bradford again, see how we can figure something out. Because I mean, you got Country Club, you got Backbone, you got Spartan, you got Recycling Buffalo, and then
Disc.
some other stuff. Yeah, so we had definitely some teams out here. We can figure something out.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of fun. And then I don't know, maybe someday draw it up to like at the end of the season, if your team holds the most wins over other teams, you get a team belt or something, like world champions.
Right.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's all the questions I have for you tonight, and it doesn't look like we have any questions typed in. So that's all I got for you tonight. Thank you for coming on.
No problem.
Yeah. And I'll see you eventually.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty much Thursday. I'll have the store open, and then Friday is probably when it's going to be closed until first week of May, because I'm heading down Friday to Greek Peak, and they were kind enough to set me up with a hotel room there too.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm
What's going on?
like, you guys are awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I can stay right cool there on the course.
Oh, perfect.
Which is awesome. Yep.
So cool. Enjoy that.
There's Bradford.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be in touch.
Yep. So, all right, that's all I got for you tonight.
All right, have a good one, Josh.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
Yep.
So tune in next week as we will be having my buddy Justin in while on the show. He's a guy who's recently starting out, and I think he's in his second season. And he's down in Florida, so I definitely want to bring him on, kind of talk to him, see what the disc golf scene is like down there, and how it is down there to not have an off season as a new player, and see how that's all going. So make sure you guys tune in for next week, and I'll see you guys all then.